Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of PTD6. Let's continue with the intermediate maps, as always using no monkey knowledge. Moon landing now, Impoppable. Now, the only hard part of this strategy is gonna be the early game. So the very first, like 3 or 4 rounds, I could find a way after a lot of tryouts to beat the first rounds. And then also another thing that's gonna depend, unfortunately, a lot on RNG is gonna be the mod round, and also some weird rounds like round 25, like round 37, and but yeah, other than that, it should be a pretty standard and easy gameplay. As I explained in the half cash video, to compensate the fact that there are these obstacles inside the pits, so you're not gonna be able to attack the balloons inside unless you place the towers in very like specific positions, like for example this monkey that with some range increase can attack inside. You can use two different strategies. First of all, using towers that can shoot through obstacles, like Obin, like a 100 wizard, like an alchemist, or you can use towers that ignore obstacles, so towers that attack from the air, especially Ace, Heli, and Mortar. And so in this gameplay I'm gonna show you one of the two strategies. So I'm gonna show you with the wizards. So I'm gonna get all 3 wizards star 5 upgrades, and I'm gonna use those star 5 upgrades to finish off all the 100 rounds with some help from a mortar. And then in the next gameplay, so then the chimps gameplay, I'm gonna show you instead the heli strategy. Now unfortunately for the chimps gameplay, I don't think I will be able to get the Apache Prime and the 204 Ace in the same gameplay because of how less cash you get in chimps, because you don't have any extra income. But I think Apache Prime is a lot better than going with like a heli in this map. So that's a wizard, 100, otherwise you cannot attack inside the pit, the crater. And the wizard is gonna also be buffed by Obin's level 2, increasing its piercing by 2. And that's it. So that's all you really need in this early game. 120 wizard, so wall of fire. Of course, wall of fire is gonna like appear randomly around the range of the wizard, but most likely should appear inside the pit, and so that's the only thing that matters, because the only thing that you're going to be looking for is the ability to, sorry, here I'm gonna take out All-Star, okay, popping the camo with brambles. The important thing is that if the wall of fire spawns inside the pit, you're gonna be damaging more balloons at the same time, because the balloons like turn very close to one another. So you don't really need to worry about that. Now I hope that these brambles can hold on until the pinks go, until the purples in this round go out. I hope that they're gonna be able to resist here, otherwise I'm gonna have some trouble. Oh, nice, lucky. And then yeah, that's it. That was the only problematic round 25. Unfortunately, if you exit the game and you restart it, you're past brambles are gonna disappear, and so you're gonna end up struggling a lot more in round 25. So I recommend, if you can get round 25 done in the first try, just restart the round at the game, so the whole game, and next time hope that the brambles around 24 to pop the camo balloon are gonna be placed like more towards the back line, and so you're gonna be able to pop the purples as well with no trouble. So that's a farm 220. I'm gonna get now I think for round 33 I'm gonna need here a 032 that monkey to be able to pop the camos. If some camos sneak through, that's where I'm gonna use brambles, but is the exception. So brambles is only for very specific needs. Other than that, try to keep on with brambles, so I'm not using them. Very important, getting the wizard 220, because when you unlock the second upgrade in the first path, this one, not only your basic attacks are gonna gain 2 layers of balloons, but also Wall of Fire is gonna pop 2 layers at the same time. So you gain in both your basic attacks and your Wall of Fire damage. So that's why it's so valuable to get that upgrade. And on top of that, Obin is leveling up, he's getting stronger. Yeah. So another round that I said you may need to restart a lot of times is round 36. So this one with these camo balloons. But other than that, only round 25 purples, and round 36 those regrow camos. Those 2 rounds depend a lot on the RNG on the brambles. So if you get good RNG, you're gonna have no problem. If you have bad RNG, oops, oh no, I forgot about the brambles here. I was thinking about placing the wizard, the second wizard, my bad. You need round 37 to pop the end camos, so the white camos with the brambles. That monkey cannot pop all the camos by itself, so just wait for it, and when these zebras stop spawning, just place brambles right away and you should be fine. So let's start here the round. Let's get I'm gonna get a wizard right here, the second one. You should still be in range of Obin, so I'll get the extra 2 piercing. But yeah, I think that's better. So 301 wizard, a bigger range and more attack speed, and this is your setup for round 40. Now, to be able to do even more damage and having more utility, what I normally like to do is I like to place as well the alchemist that I will get anyway later on, and I like place it right there, and then hoping for good RNG here on this mob. So brambles, I had a very good brambles position, and this wall of fire at the end is perfect. So that's round 40 in one go. And now from now on, the gameplay becomes a lot easier. So you just need to get the alchemist 300. It's gonna buff most likely the 302 wizard. Important getting it 302 because round 42 there are a lot of camos, and so now with both wizard and that monkey, you should be able to pop all the camos without using brambles. So you have brambles, and now as a jolly to pop ceramics. So round 47, round 49, all those like pretty tough rounds, you can use brambles for those rounds. Now right here is gonna be the village that will be yeah, the camo detection village. Let's get here a very early alchemist 402. I think that the buff from an alchemist, from the 4th upgrade of the alchemist, is gonna make the wizard able to pop purple bloons. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it may work like that. So let's get this camo detection just in case, you know, in the next rounds these bloons, these camos become too hard to pop. So village, okay. As I said, I'm gonna get a very early mortar inside the pit, as I did in Halfcash, a 3-2-0 mortar to stun also the ceramics a little bit. Well, the bloons in general, but specifically the ceramics, and so I can give more time for my wizards to finish off the bloons. Now, next part of the strategy will be saving up some cash just by placing a village right here. Discount, range, and building farms. The next time I collect the banks, I'm gonna be building farms right here around this discount village, and that should make me able to place more banks at the same time. I think I cover Open with this second village as well. So I'll get also jungle drums, more attack speed. Now for this gameplay, because I'm gonna go with only the top 5 upgrades of the 3 wizards and the biggest one, I will not spend a lot of cash, so I will have at the end of the day a lot of cash to spare, and so I'm gonna go with only 10 banks. So I will not bother about like placing more banks because I don't really need them. And yeah, that's just why I'm gonna go with fewer banks, and that's why I think that it's gonna be a lot better to start placing these banks around this village so that I start getting already right off some discount. So right here, let's see. Yes, no, it's off the range, right? Oh, rip. Then here, oh, what? Okay, this is weird. I thought I could place the bank a little closer to the left side, but it seems I can't. And that one right here. There we go. And that's it. I don't have any more cash. Okay, so that's 5 banks so far, not bad. Next thing is for round 63, getting the wizard that is the one being buffed by the alchemist, so the wizard that should be 302, arcane spike, so 402, exactly like I did in Halfcash. You're gonna need that wizard, the increased attack speed and piercing most likely, and damage overall to be able to pop the ceramic rushes in round 63. I don't want to really get any other towers that I'm not gonna use, and that's the reason why I'm going like this. Plus the fact that normally an arcane spike wizard is gonna make the runs a lot easier, because you do extra damage to mob class Bloons. You attack a lot faster, as I said. You have more piercing, so all of that stuff is good. So I have a wall of trees right there in the back line, prepared already for round 63, in case some Bloons sneak through. But yeah, you can see like almost no Bloons sneaking through. Also, thanks to the stun from the mortar. So let's see the banks here full in 3 rounds. I think at the end of round 67 they're gonna be full. So I think what I'm gonna get, Oben is level 11 now. So has this village bigger range? I think it has. But Oben is not always gonna. Let's see. Is the range of this village increasing or decreasing? No, it's always the same, right? Okay. Oops, sorry. Oh, at the end of round 66, sorry, the banks are gonna be full. So what can I do here is, because I'm not gonna place a lot more of banks, I can collect, get Monkey Town, get Monkey City, so now the range is super huge, and I can place more banks with a discount. So that's one. I think I can place one more here as well. And one more here as well. Yes. And then 6, 8, 9 here. And I just need one more cash from one more bank. So what I'm gonna do here is, so 1.5, the bank is 3.9. So whenever I'm gonna reach 5.4k cash, I'm gonna place the tent farm right away, even if it's not gonna be like the other ones, but in that way I will be able to not think about like getting it earlier anyway. Oh, okay, so yeah, I didn't count the first upgrades cash, my bad. Okay, that's it. So that's the 10th bank, so I don't have to think about like taking out AutoStar to place it, and yeah, that's 10 banks. Okay, perfect. So that's all I wanted. Do I have the room for the third wizard though? Nope. Or here? Oh yes, here. Okay. Is it in range of Oben? I don't think so. So I can place the wizard right here. I think I saw a spot. Yeah. Here. When I'm gonna get the permabrew, Oben range should increase, and so I should be able to cover this third wizard right there. Okay, so I'm gonna get here the big one. So the explosions are bigger, I can start more Bloons at the same time, and I do more damage as well. And then next time, oh, actually right now. Okay, so now that I will collect from the banks, I'll get the Archmage. So that's the first star upgrade wizard I'll get. Very, very efficient. You mix a lot of different upgrades, so you see the wizard basic attacks are gonna be very similar to the dragon's breath attacks, plus the normal wizard attacks, plus it's gonna also proc like a area wave that is gonna remove camo from the camo balloons, like shimmer. So with Archmage you unlock like different upgrades from the other two paths of the druids, and yeah, that's cool. And so let's get right here. Yeah, next thing I want is the permabrew. I have all my offensive towers in range of this alchemist, so once I get the permabrew, slowly but steady, the alchemist is gonna permabuff all these towers, and Obin should increase in range, and so I should be able to cover with Obin's range with the extra 2 pierce this bottom wizard. So that's oh my god, you can see that right now I'm not even using brambles, I'm not using wall trees. There is no need because of how powerful the wizards are. Round 81, so super SRAMs from now on, but you can see that they're no problem for the Archmage and from the mortar especially. I think the mortar damage and stun is very effective to give more time for the druids, well, not druids but wizards, to pop the balloons. Permabuff. Alright, so permabuff Archmage, permabuff Obin and mortar as well. Banks halfway through. So with Obin, do I cover this bottom wizard? I think it's out of range. So what I'm gonna do here is gonna be okay, so I'm gonna collect. No, wait a second, it's the same, because even if I place a wizard there, it's not enough. Oh, whatever, I'm gonna just leave it there. I don't really think the extra 2 layers from Obin is gonna make that much difference. So let's get the Prince of Darkness, very cheap upgrade. And because I'm popping most of these balloons with the Archmage, I'm gonna be able to create very powerful ghost balloons without really the need to pop the balloons directly with the Prince of Darkness. So that's the bottom turf upgrade, and then the most expansive upgrade is gonna be the 5th upgrade in the middle path for the wizard. The Wizard Lord. Oh, let's get the MIB. I didn't even realize it was already around 90. I could pop the DDTs because I have a perma brew. So with the permanent buff and with the camo detection from the village, you don't even need an MIB. So yeah, but I need the village though to have camo detection. So let's keep it. Almost wizard roar. You can see that the balloons though in these rounds are getting like a little bit further in the pit. So let's get this wizard lord. Okay, I don't know if the basic attacks are gonna become any stronger once you get the 5th upgrade, or if only the activated ability becomes stronger. So open level 20, I'm gonna just reset the wall of trees, and the next thing is just getting the biggest one right now. So after the 9.0 patch, 20 layers of damage plus 3 times more damage to mobs and ceramics. Oh wow, this wizard is popping a ton of balloons though. Well, not as much as the wizard, as the archmage, but definitely a lot of balloons. Okay, so let's collect for the last time the banks. Biggest one. Oh, I still have a dark monkey right there. Call arms, and that's it. I may not even need the activity ability from the village at all in round 100, but I'll get it just in case. Right now, also the biggest one doing a ton of damage to this group balloons. Homeland defense, alright. Round 99, 45 DDTs. Not really problematic, and that's the BD. So let's activate the Wizard Lord ability. And when the BD pops, I can use the village ability. Yeah, let's use it right now. And that's the BAD gun in a moment. And boom. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.